What's up, guys? You want to win all your arm wrestling matches against all your friends all the time? Watch this. I just want to let you guys know right now, this video is not for the professional. This guy right here is going to be for the new people, the guys that don't arm wrestle professionally, because what I'm going to show you are tricks that are either already known by pros or are illegal to use during the matchup. So let's just let you win the barroom matches and the lunchroom table brawls right now. So more than likely, you guys aren't going to be arm wrestling on an actual arm wrestling table. You're going to be at the school lunchroom. You're going to be at the local bar, arm wrestling on the tables there. Anything. This is going to, what we're going to do is we're going to strip this down, because this is not what you're going to be using. We're going to give you more of a general table concept. So we'll just get rid of that. So now you just have a table surface. So this would be more than likely what you would be arm wrestling on. You're not going to have the pegs on a normal table, so we'll just ignore those. Since I don't have anybody to help me today, my daughter's a cosmetology student, I stole one of her hands that she does nail work on, but this will work perfect for what I need today. So arm wrestling is not a pushing sport. So more than likely, if you've seen those videos on TikTok where the guys are just breaking their arms or blowing their shoulders out, it's because they don't know what they're doing and not being in a safe position. Where arm wrestling is a pulling sport. It's not a pushing or a shoving sport. Because I just want to let you guys know right now, if you want to stay safe, you want to keep your hand in your shoulder line. You don't want to go outside of this line, and you want to stare at your hand the whole time while you're doing these exercises or techniques. Because once you turn like that, your body mechanics change and your arm doesn't go anywhere, and you're going to get a spiral fracture right there. So we're going to try to not have that happen to us. So right now, if we're on the table with someone, we're going to want to make sure that we can get as close to us as we can. We're going to be stronger like this than we are like this. So the closer that we can get our hand to ourselves, the better. And in an actual match, you're going to want to be able to see both of these knuckles on the grip up. So if you can come in there and just be just a little bit higher and cover that thumb, people aren't going to know. If they don't arm wrestle, they're not going to know that that's not fair or not. So if you just cover up that thumb, if you can, that's a benefit for you. Because if I turn it this direction, if I'm down here like this, you're going to be lower, and that's going to give you less leverage, where if your hand is up here, your hand is taller. And in arm wrestling, the taller hand has the advantage. Also, before the person says go, try to get a carve in there. That is this. This is that. People are going to try to go like this and all like that. That's not going to matter. Your most important thing is to cover that thumb and have a slight carve to it, because then you're going to be in the position that you need. And just so you know, arm wrestling is not just this. Arm wrestling is a full body sport where you can tip your whole body. That is the proper way to do it. A lot of people will say, oh, you're cheating, you're using your body. They are incorrect. You can actually use your whole body. That's going to prevent you from getting injuries. And if they want to argue about it, just tell them to watch any arm wrestling tournament video. There's never been just arm ever that I can remember. So now that we got cover the thumb, hit the carve, have the body or have their arm as close to you as you can. If you can get them extended out just a little bit on their side of the table, that would be more beneficial for you. Teaching a hook to someone, which is like a drag like this, is a little bit harder, so it's easier to teach a person a top roll, which is the ability to roll out of their hand. So when I teach somebody, if you already got that carve, you probably not going to be able to get away with that far, but if you got that slight carve, you just sit down. And if you sit down, make them hold all your weight, which when you sit down with your hand carved like that, it's going to rotate their hand open. So if you can hit that slight carve and pull them towards you, just sit down. What that's going to do is it's going to have them naturally be top rolled, which is almost like putting a wrench on a bolt But on that wrench, you have a pipe to give it more leverage. That's what this is doing. So now there is more leverage for you to pull them down. And you don't want to shove them down. Just sit down. Make them hold all your weight, because now all your weight is going to be hitting into these fingers, especially with a top roll when you're coming backwards. That's going to target this finger right here and this finger right here. That's going to be the weakest thing on them. So far, thumb, close to us, slight carve, sit down. And then this tip. Don't worry about that. And if you can, grab onto a table end if you can, and then just tip back. Try to not extend yourself out. You're going to be weaker that direction. You probably get more injured that way. Try to keep it as much as you can. And pretend that you are locked in right here. There's a bar that goes from your chin to your wrist. One movement. And when you get down here, pretend that you have a cup in your hand and you are pouring something on the ground. Because that's going to give you that proper movement, almost like you're looking to see what time it is. Just those simple movements will probably get you to beat a big percentage of your friends. If you're someone that goes to the gym and does lat pulls, this one might actually help you out a little bit more. So on the grip up, you are all ready to go. If you can pull straight back, that's going to be a lat drag, and that's going to pull them away from themselves. And you can also hit your fingers into the wrist. And then it's going to pull them away from their body, and that's what you're going to want. That might be one trick if you are like a kind of a lifter or somebody that goes to the gym frequently. That little drag is going to save you a ton. And then you can implement it in from there. Some of the other tricks is so that they can't get in there as deep on your hand, because if they can get around your hand more, they're going to have more control. I know, like at the amateur, just messing around the table level, it's probably not as prominent, but anything's going to help right now at that level. So they're going to try to get around your hand the best you can, because that used to be the thing, is everybody would try to reach all the way around your hand. Yes, that helps to a point, but you can put a stop to that if you close your hand slightly, like so. Because like right now, if I have my hand open, they can get all the way around. So if I bring my hand in and close it right here a little bit, now they can't get in as deep. They can only get so far. And the less hand that they have, the less control that they're going to have, and the more I'm going to be able to get around their hand. So that's going to be another benefit. And another trick that's going to help you is set up with a higher hand. Instead of just immediately trying to go in there and grab their hand and try to go around and everything, this would probably be more effective, is start out with a higher hand. Make them come to you. Like, get your hand as close as you can as possible and see if they'll come to you. And if they'll come to you, you're going to have more advantage than just you going in there and grabbing at them. Higher hand, let them grip, then close your hand. You're at the advantage because now you have a higher set of leverage and you're closer to you. Those tricks right there should probably help you beat most of your friends. But if you truly want to get better at arm wrestling, there is plenty of clubs all around the States that teach you how to do it properly. And if you want to compete, those would probably be the guys that I would go to first. I'll see you guys later.